Hey guys, welcome to the Touchdown Table. I'm Ryan, that's Tyler, that's Jordan, and in this video we're going to be talking about a big thing that has finally happened in the NFL world. Cam Newton finally has a home after long months of free agency. People wondering where is he going to go? Is he going to get a job? Will he get a starting job? Well, for now we know he at least has a job with the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft brought him in. Cam is a Patriot.
Yeah, I mean, this is a move that, kind of people should have been expecting for a while. For Cam to go somewhere. I think at this point in the season, or in the offseason, I should say, a lot of people just expected Cam to just go to a team that a quarterback was going to get injured and he would just take over for them. Possibly them, and just take over. But honestly, this is something that's been screaming at us for a while, is this Patriots thing. And everyone's been saying, it's been talked about in talk shows. I think we've talked about it even here on the Touchdown Table. We made a video talking about where Cam was going to land. I believe the Patriots came out for sure.
Yeah.
But it just was screaming it. And obviously, Bill Belichick did not trust Jarrett Stidham as much as we thought he was going to. Everyone was saying they're going to full ride with Jarrett Stidham. But I think this is a smarter move. It's not that much of a risky deal. It's only a 1-year contract. And I think maybe Bill Belichick just likes Auburn quarterbacks.
And to back you up on that, it's one year, $7.5 million. Some quarterbacks are earning $30 million plus.
Exactly.
And this is Cam Newton.
And
So
Cam has had years where he deserves
I don't like Cam
money.
Newton, but I am saying that this deal is pretty good for the Patriots. It's not a very high-risk deal whatsoever. Yeah. It's a quarterback that has boom potential. I think he's got a lot of floor potential. He does have boom potential, and it's only paying him $7.5 million for a quarterback in today's NFL. I'd say that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I really liked what New England did here because, yes, there's injury concerns with Cam Newton. He was not even close to the same last year, and he hasn't been in his prime for a while now. But, there's definitely the possibility that if he gets healthy and gets in the right system, which he very well may be.
Honestly, it doesn't even feel like he played last year.
I know. That's kind of what it feels like. It feels that way.
It feels that way.
Yeah. There we go. The chemistry is great at this table.
He had 0 touchdowns, by the way, last year.
What'd you say?
He had 0 touchdowns.
Yeah,
he didn't play very much.
Yeah, but still, not the best year for Cam. And what I'm saying is that you look at this move for New England. I don't think it's much of a shot against Jarrett Stidham. I still think they really like Jarrett Stidham.
I
remember,
do too.
They could have drafted a lot of guys throughout the draft. There were some guys, Jacob Eason, Jake Fromm, Anthony Gordon didn't even get drafted. There were guys that fell a lot further than expected that they could have easily picked up because it seems like they were trading up all the time. But they took a kicker in the 5th round, so clearly they didn't really want to take a quarterback. So I think that they still have confidence in Jarrett Stidham. I think that he's going to be right there.
A kicker that nobody had ever heard of before.
Yeah, not even him. And he is.
I literally scouted a bunch of kickers, but I did not know who they drafted.
Where was he from? Do you guys
Marshall, I think.
Yeah,
Justin
Marshall.
Rohrwasser, I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
I think I'm close.
Okay, you continue with that.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is that I don't really think Cam Newton's going to go back to 2015 MVP. Like he was, I think it was 2015.
It was 2015,
okay,
correct.
Because how to win the Super Bowls in the next calendar
year. I looked it up.
Yeah.
You see 2015 right there.
There we go.
Boom.
I don't think he's going to get back to that form probably ever. But if he does, hey, we only spent $7.5 million on this guy. And if he doesn't, we only spent $7.5 million on this guy. It's not that big of a risk, like you guys have been saying. And, if things go south, you've got Jarrett Stidham. And if things go really well, not only do you have a guy who's helping you win now, which they still think they can do because, even though Brady's gone and there's all the doubters, this team has been doubted before and people are going to be doubting them again. I'll probably be one of them, but they could still do it again like they have time and time again, even with the fact that Brady is gone. So I think that this is a move that will do great things for them.
I just want to bring up this point here. Just about the switch of quarterbacks. You were talking about Brady. I wanted to talk about the difference between Tom Brady and Cam Newton. That's kind of a whole switch situation. Tom Brady is
a pure pocket passer to a guy that can do anything.
Yeah.
Seriously. Just go ahead. You're just saying what I was going to say.
Huh?
Great minds think alike. I don't know what I say that a lot.
You guys are going to see a stereotypes video soon, and that was a featuring exactly what just happened there.
I don't know if he did it on purpose or not.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna do my thought now here. Ryan,
Seriously?
you were talking about how Jarrett Stidham. You were saying, well, it's not a complete knock on Jarrett Stidham, the fact that they're signing him. And you're right, I wasn't saying that they think he's a bad quarterback, but they seem to be going ride or die with Jarrett Stidham. And now I think they're deciding to just lay off a little bit, know what to do with this whole situation. They did wait And the reason I think they actually signed Cam Newton at this time was not because they realized at this point that they did not want Jarrett Stidham as a quarterback, but they were waiting, and they knew if they waited long enough that the money was going to go down, Cam was going to take a friendly deal to their team, and that's exactly what they got. So that's Bill Belichick doing Bill Belichick things with the Patriots, and who knows, maybe they can keep their team alive and win the AFC East again.
Mm-hmm. Just when you think it's over, it could be just getting started, but in a different form.
Yeah.
And I do want to say this, that just because Cam Newton won MVP in 2015 is now going to this Patriots team, it doesn't mean that they're automatically going to go from Tom Brady, the GOAT of all time, with that team into an automatic translation into Cam Newton. He's the future. Let's go. It's not going to be like that. If it is, then I probably just sound stupid, but I can almost bet all my chips that it's not going to be like that. I think Cam has some play left in him. I don't think he is the greatest quarterback, and if you watch our channel, you might know I'm not the biggest fan of Cam Newton. I am a fan of this deal, however. I think it's going to work out for the Patriots either way. But just remember, just because they have Cam now, I think that, yes, things should work out, but don't get too excited yet. It doesn't mean that this team is going to roll over the AFCs. Like Ryan said, doesn't mean they're going to roll over the Ravens, all the other good teams in the AFC. Hold your horses here. It's just Cam Newton.
I disagree with that statement, Jordan. I think it's the offseason. Let fans get excited about what's going on, especially with the guy that has such a ceiling that Cam Newton has. And you're right, the injuries have been a problem recently.
Not just the injuries.
But to me, Cam Newton is definitely still top half of the league quarterback, or at least in that range, I would say. Maybe
he's not 10. I will say
no,
that.
he's not 10.
Sorry,
Chris Sims had him ranked at 10. Maybe that's why
Drew
the Patriots
Brees ranked at 16.
Yeah.
That's a different video for a different time. But anyways.
No, it's not.
Cam Newton is the guy, like I said, high ceiling, but we've seen the floor in those first two games of the season.
Floor 0 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, his floor is like two basements. Like, it's...
But everything we've seen from him over the offseason, he's been heavily posting on social media, and it seems like he's doing okay. And of course,
can you tell us how he's been posting on social media?
Well, he's been doing his language and the voodoo stuff.
How do you even get that? Like,
I don't know, but I mean, I guess it worked because the team wanted to draft.
I don't think that's why the Patriots drafted him.
No, it definitely is.
Or drafted him.
They did not draft him.
Yeah, no. I saved myself. I usually don't save myself, but I did save myself. And I just want to say,
it's more funny when you don't.
Yeah, it's true. I just wanted to say this. I talked about Cam Newton, the fit with that kind of offense, but also seems like an interesting fit. Cam Newton's such a big personality kind of guy. You see what he wears to press conferences, to games, how much he likes to talk trash to people. And he's just such a different personality in the NFL. He's a weird personality, his crazy personality, in my opinion. Matching that up with silent Bill Belichick, that's just going to be interesting to see how that dynamic
I'm glad
plays
you
out
that up too.
This season, because it's crazy Superman Cam Newton. He's not Superman, but it's Cam Newton. The more. Yeah.
You know the thing.
He
made the dab cool.
Yeah,
he did.
Well, was it cool?
Well,
it was
when
cool.
we were in middle school, yes, it was.
I do have to say there are videos of me on my phone in my pocket of me dabbing.
Yeah.
Here we go, getting off track.
Yeah,
anyways, so it's with Cam Newton, this character matching up with silent and someone who does not put up a lot of nonsense. Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
I know that sentence didn't come out correctly. But hopefully you understood it because I basically just restated it anyways.
Like I said, Jordan, I'm glad you brought up that point because I did want to bring up this point to kind of negate it a little bit. I definitely see what you're saying. But Rob Gronkowski and Bill Belichick had a good relationship. And Gronkowski, Gronk, is one of the weirdest people in the NFL that we've ever seen.
He's normal.
Such a weird personality. And I mean, it would go completely opposite of what Bill Belichick likes. But
just because
it worked out well.
He likes to drink out of the. No, I'm thinking of hockey.
No,
I'm thinking about Travis Kelce. I'm drinking about Travis Kelce.
Wrong number 87 tight end.
Lombardi. All right.
Yeah, he slid it down the Lombardi Trophy.
Yeah. But this is a huge move, especially something we haven't, or an offseason where there hasn't been much due to the virus going around. So we did need this news. That's why we wanted to get it out to you guys right away.
And if you're on social media, you probably know about this.
Oh yeah,
it's all over the place. Football
all
account,
over the place.
Any meme account.
In a row. That's all it was. I just scrolled through my Instagram feed. Cam Newton meme. Oh, Cam Newton's on the Patriots. If you didn't know, he's on the Patriots. Here's another meme. So people just going off because there's finally something that's happening, which is good for the NFL. and kind of all sports in general with this lull that we're going through right now. It was just interesting to see all of it play out. And it'll be interesting to see how Cam Newton on the Patriots plays out this year.
I'm very optimistic about it. You guys seem to be not as optimistic about it.
Did you think I was going to be optimistic?
I knew you were not going to be optimistic about it.
Did you really?
If you've been following our channel, you know Jordan is a Cam hater.
Huh? Did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a bad deal, but I don't think that Cam Newton's going to come back and just.
He's not going to be that 3,800, 3,800 yards, 35 touchdown passes, MVP 2015 season where he didn't jump on the ball.
Money contract.
And Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, of course.
Just saying, I think Brian Hoyer still has some football left in him.
Okay.
Not great football, but he's got some football left in him.
Definitely. He can still throw a ball. We'll say that. He was with the Colts last year.
He's got Josh McCown potential.
He was with the Texans, but I don't want to talk about that.
All right, let's end the video talking about Cam again.
Yeah.
One last time. In case you've been in Iraq, he's with the Patriots now. So I hope you understood that from watching this video. If you're however far in you are.
If you don't understand that, then what are you doing here?
Crazy news. We all saw it
Unless you just
earlier
skip to the end of the video.
on Sunday.
Just to see our outro.
You guys are seeing this the day after. I hope you did enjoy this
weird like that.
quick video that we made about it. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell. Comment your opinions down below about this deal. We would love to know what you guys think, especially if you're Patriots fans or Patriots haters, whatever it is. We would love to have you.
I might have become a Patriots hater now. I was a Patriots lover before. I was me and Ryan were guys who kind of supported them.
Me too.
Not as much as me and Ryan.
What?
No.
I picked them to win the Super Bowl, okay?
Yeah.
Okay? So I was a guy who was high on the Patriots.
I've never hated the Patriots.
Even though so many people hate them because of Tom Brady, the GOAT, and that dynasty that I have going there. So it's kind of changed from me liking them to me kind of being forced to dislike them because of my dislike for Cameron Newton.
Alright, so there was do with the things I told you to do before. Especially comment down below and like this video.
Cameron Gerald Newton.
Thank you. And with that,
Superman.
with that, we will see you guys later.
See ya.